Let's see if we're in business. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, YouTube. YouTube. ¿Estoy online? Con Sandra Box? Yes. Yes, we're live on YouTube. That's sick. That's sick. And then I double check. Facebook is the one that I'm most curious about. Appear that we are. Yes. We're in business on Twitch. Business on Twitch. We're in business on YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. Please tell me how the audio sounds today. I dropped the gain a little bit, so it should be a tiny bit quieter than it was previously, but it should still be pretty crisp, mate. Pretty crisp. Hello, thank you, Badge. Hello, Jerry Wells. Hello, John. Thanks for coming by. Okay, and then my last test is to see if we're succeeding on... Yes, we're succeeding on Facebook. Be pretty crisp, mate. Yes, we're succeeding on Facebook too. All right, now how do I see the comments on the Facebook? Because otherwise I can't be engaged. Though I definitely need to pause this or else it's going to crush my quality dust. I don't want full screen. Okay. Glad you guys got it going on. I just got to figure out how I can get the comments a little low. Here, I'll bump it up. I'll bump up the audio on this a little bit. How's that? Is that an improvement? Are you able to hear me now? Alan Graff and crew. How I can get the comments a little low? Here, I'll bump it up. I'll bump up the audio on this a little bit. How's that? Is that an improvement? Are you able to hear me now? Alan Graff and crew. Okay. I think I got it all going now. How I can get the comments a little low? Here, I'll bump it up. I'll bump up the audio on this a little bit. Okay, good. How's that? Is that an improvement? Are you able to hear me now? Alan Graff and crew. Now I don't know where the... Okay. I think I got it all going now. Where's it coming from? How I can get the comments a little low? Here, I'll bump it up. I'll bump up the audio on this a little bit. Okay, good.
I know there's totally an echo. I don't know where it's coming from.
Are you able to hear me now? Alan Graff. Yeah, that's where it's coming from. Okay, so we have no more echo. We have no more problem. So we're all set. We're all set. Everyone can hear okay. Everything's solid. We can get down to business here, talk about the upcoming Global Poker Awards. If you can hear me and it is a good audio level, please put a number 1 in the chat. And once I see the ones, we will roll on. And we'll do a little talk about the whatever's ends. We'll do a little talk about the Global Poker Awards, and I'll also give y'all an update on what's going on with the channel and stuff, because we've made some nice, significant gains in growth with the old internet stuff. Oh, there's my man Ali right there. Hey, Nick. Hey, Frights Poker. Hey, Dom. All right, we got the ones piling in the chat. We're in business. I see we're on like a slight delay. I'll see if I can maybe improve that in future streams. But yeah, Yeah. WUG GPA controversy. I'm interested. I'm interested too. I actually, like, when I saw this, I was like, I gotta get on there and talk about it. It's so funny because I've seen it happen before. Now I'm seeing it happen again. So I gotta talk about it. So for those who don't know, the Global Poker Awards are a set of awards that have been going on for, I think, about 5, 6, 7 years now. They were brought forth by the Global Poker Index, GPI, Alex Dreyfus. Maybe that name rings a bell. And the reason that they were brought forward was Dreyfus, and I don't know if it's Dreyfus or Dreyfus. Anyway, Alex D, the man who started the Global Poker League and the Global Poker Index, wanted to recognize people in the industry, wanted to recognize events, wanted to recognize players, and wanted to basically make, our own version of the Oscars or the Emmys, and wanted to have this award ceremony with, a great get together where everyone in the industry comes to the same place and there's a celebration and a party. And it was pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome when they brought this idea forward, and it's grown over the years. I think in the beginning it was just, best tournament of the year and best player of the year, GPI player of the year, GPI female player of the year and stuff. And they've added more and more categories to the listings, which has been great for the ability for people to win more awards, and also really hilarious because there's been a lot of reaction for the categories where they kind of they kind of screwed it up. They kind of just got it way off. So that's what we're going to be going through in today's stream is the categories they got right, the categories we think they might have got a little bit wrong. And also we're going to talk about the top tag of the article, the top guy here, Ali Imsirovic, because I've been excited for these awards for, what are we at? It's March. We kind of made the call in November of 2017, I think. So what's that, like 15 months I've been waiting for this? Because Ali and I just kind of came to the conclusion and the decision and the intention that he was going to be the breakout player of the year in 2018. And you guys saw the run that happened as soon as that year began. So seeing his name on the ballot list, seeing the nomination, and seeing just how central he is to this Poker Central page got me feeling really good about it. So let's get into it. This is PokerCentral.com. I've also got a tab open from Poker News and Twitter as well, where, man, there's some funny stuff in the Twitter discussion. So first, let's just go over the list. Categories, we have Tournament Performance of the Year, Breakout Player of the Year. I mentioned that's the one I'm most interested in. Maybe I can zoom in on this a little bit. Yeah, make it a little bit bigger so those people on mobile can actually read what it says. Good adjustment, Gripst. Streamer of the Year. This one is interesting. Vlogger of the Year. This is the one that's just like, what? Poker Podcast of the Year. Some good ones here. Broadcaster of the Year. Definitely some good names here. Poker Journalist. Yep, you got all the heavy hitters there. Media Content. Some awesome stuff here. Industry Person of the Year. Tournament Director of the Year. Tournament Circuit of the Year. And Event of the Year. Moment of the Year. Jeez, and there's more. Okay, so let's get it up from the start. Straight Flizzy with the hype. Get the likes up, y'all, and share. Good call, brother. If you guys want to follow Straight Flizzy's lead, hit the thumbs up and get YouTube ranking us. And if not, no sweat. Rigged Awards IMO. Kind of. That's what we're kind of going to talk about. So first, let's just go through and see which awards, who we think's going to win each one. So first, Tournament Performance of the Year. This one, Maria Lampropoulos at the PCA main event. I thought Chino won the PCA main event. So maybe Maria made like a really deep run or something. I don't know. Dylan Lindy, I know he won the 5 diamond, but I mean, to me, it's Bonomo. It's Bonomo. And if it's not Bonomo, then I don't know. John Sin's run, pretty epic, winning the main event after final table bubbling it 2 years prior. But Bonomo, definitely. I mean, Super High Roller Bowl 4 plus whatever the one was in Asia. Like, Bonomo just killed it. I think Bonomo getting tournament performance of the year is pretty much guaranteed. Breakout Player of the Year. I actually looked everybody up here because I was kind of curious. My pick's obviously Ali. I've talked to people at Poker News. Their pick's pretty heavily Ali. I've talked to the people at Poker Central. Their pick's pretty heavily Ali. I've talked to everyone on Team Grips. Their pick is Ali. But, you know, I thought I'd do my due diligence. So I did a little research to see who the competition was. This is Ali, his year. 4.1 million in winnings, 800K biggest cash. He won the Poker Masters, 2 Poker Masters events, plus in 2019. It doesn't count, but he won the US Poker Open as well for 442K. And what? Oh, right. He won a circuit ring like the next week for 97K. So Ali's just been on an absolute tear. If we look at his 2018, it started with a win in PCA 10K for 160K. Followed that up with a bunch of little stuff here. First place finish at the Borgata for $250,000. And in between here, I think he final tabled the America's Card Room main event twice in a row, including a win. We got some second places in some high rollers. Fourth in a super high roller. This was his first 50K that he ever played, which he cashed in. And then the big Poker Masters run, first place in the 25K, first place in his second ever 50K, followed by third place in another 50K, his third 50K. He also played the 250K at the Caribbean Poker Party, and he also played the Super High Roller Bowl, which he finished 7th in for $540,000. So Ali got a lot of wins, a lot of big scores, played a lot of big buy-ins, and to the general public came out of nowhere. So I think that makes him Breakout Player of the Year. It's funny enough, Ali messaged me in December of 2018 saying, "Hey man, have you heard this Pocket Fives podcast?" I'm like, "No, what are they saying?" He's like, "They saying I'm going to be Breakout Player of the Year." I'm like, "Yeah, of course you are." They were saying he was going to be Breakout Player of the Year, and they couldn't even pronounce his name correctly. They just took a tweet that he posted saying, "A year ago I was playing once, or two or 3 years ago I was playing 1 cent, 2 cent. Now I'm playing 10, 20, 40, 80 on my own money." And then he just continued to roll from there. So they called it. We confirmed it. And then Ali went out and did it. So he's my pick for Breakout Player of the Year for sure. 4 million in winnings, probably about 3 million of which were last year. Next, there's Maria Konnikova. Her 2018 got a first in PCA National. Oh, maybe that's what that one was. Okay. Turn up volume. Okay. How's that? That better? Sorry about that. I forgot I had a little lower. Okay, she's got some Asia. So she's got like a first, a second. I don't really see a ton of stuff here. So yeah, between her and Ali, my pick's Ali for obvious reasons. Our plastic man, that's aggressive. Ping Lu is also nominated. He had an interesting thing on Twitter, which I thought was cool. Let's pull it up. Because he had a couple nice cashes at the end of the year. Plus, you just see his year kind of started in March. 4th at a WPT. 5th. 4th at the 5 Diamond. Yeah, so he's got like, he's coming on the radar, but nothing crazy. A little under $1 million for last year. And he said, which I thought was pretty cool. Big thank you to everyone who nominated me for Breakout Player of the Year category. While it's pretty clear to me that Ali Imsirovic deserves the award, it's an honor just to be on the list with these players. I watched Ping play at the final table of this Bellagio, and he played very well. Really strong player. And yeah. So follows GC. Oh, no way. So he was right there. I saw him at that. Anyway, cool. So that's Ping Lu. And then the last in the category is Chris Michael Soiza, who I hadn't really heard about before this year, but I saw he was playing in some high rollers and some Jeju stuff. And then I saw, wow, this guy crushes it. He's kind of been the breakout player on the Asia scene. If we look at his 2018, cash is ridiculous. Just non-stop cashes starting in January, March, and rolling through. The thing, we got to look at the U.S. numbers, though, because the Hong Kong and the Korean, the numbers are kind of big. 158 million, which is actually 150,000. 3 million, I don't even know what these are. Philippine somethings, which is 60K. Yeah, so the USD numbers are the ones that are important. If we look at the 2018, got a first place for 150K, solid. First for another 10K the next day. First for 1K, first for 600K. Nice. And then a first for 60K, first for 344K. September 3rd and 4th. October 3rd for 600K. November 3rd and 2nd, 330, 160. And that rounds out the year. So no six-figure scores, but the total's probably about 2 mil in USD. And we see a lot of first places, a lot of seconds, a lot of thirds. So this guy ran deep in everything. And we see that he continued it this year in March, taking down the Triton super high roller for 1.4 million. So definitely a super strong player here, as is everyone in the listing. But I think if we really look at the performances in 2018, it's pretty clear Ali is the man, the champ, the one who deserves the award. And I think he's calling it on Twitter too. I think he's, I just search Ali and he's right there. I think he's calling it. What's he say? Give me the trophy. As he should. He definitely should get it. So without a doubt, Ali deserves it. Totally agree. So my game plan, I heard the awards are on the 5th. So I'm going to book a flight to Vegas on either the 3rd or the 4th. Maybe even the morning of the 5th. 3rd, 4th, or 5th to get down there. Actually, I guess I could go even earlier. I will go any day between the 1st to the 5th, depending on when the flights are most reasonably priced. Because I thought I had work to do that week, but I have work to do next week, and then I'm free for April. So I'm going to fly down for the American Global Poker Awards and be there to watch Ali receive that, which is going to be pretty awesome. So that Breakout Player of the Year, Albin and Imsirovic. If you didn't hear it on the Pocket Fives podcast, you heard it here first. Let's get back to the list here. Yeah, okay. So Breakout Player of the Year, covered that. Streamer of the Year, this one's like kind of funny because Jason did not stream this year. Obviously, like GOAT streamer, but didn't stream this year. Jamie, also epic streamer, quite consistent, but had a little bit of a slower year, if I'm not mistaken, because he was crushing that weight loss bet, dominating. Jeff Gross, maybe. It's hard to actually pick a literal favorite because there's just like, a few people that I just think are all awesome. Jeff's definitely one of my favorites. Same thing, he was having a baby, traveling the world as he always does. Like, he wasn't on that much. So the only streamer I see here who was on all the time is Lex. And Lex is also obviously GOAT. So I think it's pretty clear he's getting that award. And just to show a little bit of this controversy, here's an example. Kevin Martin, also a great streamer, says, nominees for Streamer and Vlogger of the Year show you guys don't have any clue what's actually happening on those platforms. You missed the 2018 MVPs that put in hours and actually made content last year. Matt Staples, Spraggy, Easy with Aces, Arlie Shaban, and Brad Owen. We got a funny one about Brad Open. I think we'll open a new tab for that. Cool. So that's streamer of the year. I think Lex is winning it for sure. So my picks are Justin Bonomo, Ali Msirovic, and Lex Feldhaus. Vlogger of the year. This one I was just like, WTF. And it's not because of who's there. All these people are epic people. Really, I mean, Marley's new, but everyone else here has done a lot of good for the poker community and a lot of good to build up the interest in poker around the world. So props to them. But it's just like the category doesn't make sense, because when I think of vloggers, me personally, from the little time I've spent on YouTube looking up poker vloggers, seeing what they're all about, Andrew Neem for sure, Brad Owen, who's like top right now, Johnny Vibes, who has the like highest quality vlogs I've ever seen, and they're epic. Marley's in the mix. She's new. Trooper is there, and then I've heard there are other people as well in the mix. Quite a few others as well, but those are the names that jump to mind. And you got the biggest guy right now who is blowing up. Let me just show you his YouTube channel, because he's just crushing it. And the guy didn't get nominated. It just makes no sense. Look at these view counts. 125K views, 350K views, 215K views, 890K views, 630. Like, infinite views, this guy. 95K subscribers. The guy is killing it. Let's go to one of his competitors, Marley Cordero, who got nominated. 21K, 23K subscribers. Still pretty legit.
What's up, guys?
How are the view counts? 36K, 14K, 54K, 40K, 24K. Still like legit view counts, but there's only, what? There's like 20 vlogs here. And the view counts are nothing compared to Brad. So this just shows the beginning of a little bit of what's going on. Global Poker Awards. How are you judging these categories? And it's actually funny that Joey's in this category, because I remember when they first came out with the award for like poker content of the year, or like, you know, quality content, and Joey was livid. Joey made an entire presentation about how this was BS and it was rigged and it was shenanigans, and he's been making a sick podcast, and how was he not nominated, and what is going on? And the next year he was nominated and he won, as he should. Joey's podcast is amazing and he's been doing it forever. But it's just, this category should be called YouTuber of the year. That's it. Like, why limit it to vlogging? If you go YouTubing, cool. You got Marley Cordero. She's new in the scene. She's funny. She's cute. She's a model. She plays poker. She's a vlogger. Pretty good things for being successful on YouTube. Joe Ingram, best poker podcast. And I mean, you don't need to put him in two categories, but like best video poker podcast, one of the biggest YouTube channels out there. Like what's his count at now? I think he's coming up on 100K. He's pretty huge. 74K, 674 videos, like interviewing names like Phil Galfond, like definitely fits on that list if you're doing poker YouTuber of the year. Andrew Neem, the original poker vlogger, cleared 100,000 subscribers last year. So I guess based on this list, Andrew Neem should get it. I guess it's kind of an auto win, because him and Marley are the only real like vloggers on the list, and his channel cleared 100K last year, so that's huge. Daniel Negreanu, if I'm not mistaken, has the biggest channel on YouTube in poker, and if I'm mistaken, he has second. So he has 280K, and then the king has 238K. So you have the biggest poker channel on YouTube, Daniel Negreanu, and you have the fastest rising and most impactful YouTube channel, Doug Polk. Right, Jeff Boski, also great vlogger. So if this were YouTuber of the year, this makes sense. For vlogger of the year, just doesn't make sense. But given this list, my vote is going to go for Andrew Neem. It's the only one that makes sense. But if it's rigged, I could see it going to Daniel Negreanu. You know, let's see what happens there. Because let's just see how many videos Daniel did this year. I remember when Daniel did his like 30 video World Series and did like a daily daily thing, but pretty sure if we go this year, what do we got? She Said Yes, Poker Stars promotion, more promotion, Daniel working out, more stuff about him working out and getting sexy. Oh, okay. He did. Was it this year too? Okay. Never mind. Daniel being up here is completely legit. Completely legit. Even though he only did 1 month of it, he did a vlog every single day. It was extremely high quality. He's got great titles, great thumbnails, great view counts, great everything. All right. If Daniel wins, it's not necessarily rigged, but the category just kind of doesn't make a ton of sense. That's all I'm saying. Is it pronounced Nemi? I thought it was, but then in the spelling, I'm like Neem, but okay, so it is Nemi. Cool. Geez. All right. Poker Stars is sponsoring. He did a big push. All right, man. Negranyu Nemi, Negranyu Nemi, Negranyu Nemi. Who do you guys think's gonna win? Who do you guys think is gonna win between these two for Vlogger of the Year, Andrew or Daniel? Because I don't think it's the others. Not because of their content, just because they don't belong in this category. YouTuber of the Year changes everything. Yeah. D-Next losing hundreds of thousands in the WSOP doesn't deserve an award. LOL. Then I guess we got to give it to Andrew, and he'd be very deserving. All right, Poker Podcast of the Year. This is another one that there has... Oh, I got to show you guys Brad's thing. Okay. Did they take the tweet down? Okay, well, yeah, here it is. Brad Owen just definitely deserves to be in there, but hey, GPI, what in the fuck do I have to do to get nominated for this Vlogger of the Year category? Probably wouldn't be upset if there weren't people nominated who don't even make poker vlogs. You know? It's kind of the thing. Truth is there. Truth is very there. And then we got the classic internet overreaction. Huge fan of your vlogs. Totally agree with you being upset, but I must say, please be the bigger man. Have some decorum and understand they are wrong. Don't involve yourself in any backlash. Alternate award. Rise above. You're better than them. Like, it's just... I find it strange that when people react on social media, other people are like, yo, don't be so reactive, man. It's like, yo, the dude who's worked his ass off and deserves to be nominated for this award, definitely is allowed to be upset. And when you get that first tweet, it's usually the emotional response, the true reaction. And I think it's good, man. I think it's pure and it sparks discussion. So Brad definitely deserves to be nominated, and well, they'll get him in there next year. That's the one thing Global Poker Awards are great at, is they always make up for it in the next year. You know, if they get it wrong one year, they'll get it right next year. So maybe next year this will be YouTuber of the Year, or there will be a vlogger and a YouTuber of the Year category. Who knows? We'll see. So my vote, yeah, I'm going to go with Andrew. And you guys are going with Andrew too. I agree. Back to back. Oh, yeah. All right, Poker Podcast of the Year. Where's the Poker Life podcast? Where's the All In Poker podcast? Just kidding. We didn't make any episodes this year, and we only have 6 total. LFG podcast, Poker News Network, great. Poker News podcast, classic. Sarah Herring, best. Jeff Platt, best. Poker Central podcast, got some strong names there. B. Hanks, Remco. Man, this is like all-star list. Chip Race Poker podcast. I haven't listened to it, so I can't say. And the Fives of Pocket Fives. Pocket Fives been there forever. D. Peets, legend. Lance Bradley, legend. I'm voting Poker Central podcast. They just have a little bit more to rap about, given that they're connected with Poker Central and Poker Go and all the events that are going on there. They're the one. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Poker Central, but this is one that could definitely go any direction here. These are all really great shows from what I've heard in my experience. Broadcaster of the Year. Lex has done great on the stream. He's done some good stuff with Stars too, but I don't think he's done a ton of commentary. Nick Schulman seems to be the most favorite announcer for the Poker Masters, U.S. Poker Open, Poker Central. So he's my favorite too. So I'd give it to Nick, but Maria Ho is also a very good broadcaster and a really good player too. So she's got the right mix of banter and then deep strategy, and she does some really good interviews as well. Lon, classic, gotta love Lon, WSOP, but for events that happen around the year, Maria and Nick. My vote's Nick, but I would be very happy to see Maria take it down as well. Nick Shellman. Yeah. Yeah, who do y'all vote for on this category? Poker Journalist of the Year, all legends. Drew's a legend, Sarah's a legend, Remco's a legend, Christian's a legend. I can't put a vote in here. This is a very close race. Media Content of the Year. Since this is sponsored by PokerStars, I wouldn't be surprised if this one wins because it's about PokerStars getting the guy who was trying to break the rules and then being like, we have the best security in the world. Pursuit of Poker Success. Cool. This is a book where I think 100 poker players were interviewed on what the keys for success are. So that's a nice big scale project. Anything involving Doyle Brunson. I think you got to give it to Drew Amato for Brunson bids farewell to the WSOP. The guy played his last event ever. And, the picture really captured it very well. Let's see if we can find it. Brunson bids farewell to the WSOP. Just got an image. Yeah. Oh, Antonio Brega, that's my homie. See you this summer, brother. It's just classic. That's Doyle, the start of Super System, the start of the game. That's got to be it. My vote is for Drew Amato here. And Super High Roller Club. That's cool. It's a nice feature. I don't think it's quite yet to be Media Content of the Year. Industry Person. All these people are legends every year. They all do great things to grow the game, build their respective brands. These are the biggest brands in the scene. WPT, Poker Central, Poker Go, Tournament Directors Association, World Series of Poker, and Party Poker Dusk Till Dawn. So this could go any direction. I don't have a strong vote either way. Tournament Director of the Year. My vote's for Jack just because I love Jack. I always love Jack. And I've never played at the Hard Rock or the Aria or the Unibet Open. But I do know Kenny from the final table of the World Series. So my vote's for Jack, but it's not strong in this category. It could go any direction. Mid-Major Tour Circuit of the Year. Neutral votes on this. And Event of the Year. Ooh. Well, it's just Party Poker's biggest event, Poker Central's biggest event, WPT's biggest event, WSOP's biggest event. I mean, I don't have a strong opinion on this either way. 2 of these are accessible to the average person. No, 3 of these are. One of them's not. I mean, they're all great tournaments. They're all really great tournaments. I could see it going anyway. And Moment of the Year. Wow. These are all so good. Bonomo winning everything. I think you got to give that to him. Look, he won 2 super high roller balls in 1 drop. It's got to go to Bonomo. Doyle Brunson final event. Yes. Cool, but not as epic as Bonomo. Plus, Doyle's getting this award in the other category. Joe Cata winning the closer after finishing 5th in the main. That was huge. That was massive. I remember watching that and being like, wow. But I don't know if it's quite as epic as Bonomo winning all of them. Bonomos are smaller fields, and Cata winning a massive field after finishing 5th in one of the biggest fields, that's huge. Maybe even more unlikely, but 3 firsts, I don't know. And then this was super hype. Y'all remember the video of Jeremy Hilserkop crying when his wife gave him a trip to the WSOP. That's a great video. He got 1,000 retweets or something. So I actually think it's kind of close between Cata and Bonomo. And especially with Bonomo probably winning the first award for performance of the year, Kata doing it in the closer after the main event could maybe be it. This will be one that is highly contested, and I quite like that. And then other trophies, the cutest couple in poker, Alex Foxen and Kristen Bicknell, are winning awards for Player of the Year. Lifetime Achievement Award in poker. Helmuth? Sexton? Brunson. I think this is Brunson. Charitable Initiative. Maybe the Double Up Drive. Jury Prize. Don't know what that is. Pocket Fives Legacy. Don't know what that is. And Poker Personality of the Year. That could go to a lot of people. So these, I'll go through my votes again for the categories, and then we will go through the Twitter to see what people are saying, because there's just some hilarious chatter on the internet. So for Tournament Performance of the Year, I'm going with Justin Bonomo, Super High Roller Bowl. Breakout Player of the Year, I'm going Almedin Imsirovic, not even close. Streamer of the Year, I'm voting Lex Veldhaus. Vlogger of the Year, I'm going with Andrew Nemi, back-to-back. Poker Podcast of the Year, I don't have a strong vote. I could see this going anyway. Broadcaster of the Year, my vote is Nick, with a second place vote for Maria. Journalist of the Year, no strong opinion. They're all all-stars, could go either way. Media Content of the Year, Drew Amato. Brunson bids farewell to WSOP. Industry Person of the Year, no strong vote either way. Tournament Director, no strong vote. No strong vote on Circuit of the Year, Event of the Year. The only one I played is the main event, so I guess my vote's there. And Moment of the Year, it's probably going to go to Bonomo, but my vote's for Kata. So we'll see how those predictions pan out, and I'll be there to witness it live and see how accurate I am. When this is up on YouTube, feel free to post your votes for who you think is going to win each category. Love to see how accurate you are in your predictions as well. Now let's get into the fun stuff, which is all the drama. I'm going to start on 2+2, the home of the haters, because just the stuff they say is great. So nominees came out for GPI Global Poker Awards. Some of them shouldn't even be on there, and others should be on there. For instance, Brad Owen, we talked about him before, isn't on Poker Vlogger of the Year, but Doug Polk is. Also, Joe Ingram didn't get nominated for Podcast of the Year, and the Chip Race did. All the streamers for the Streamer of the Year award were PokerStar streamers. Jason Somerville hasn't streamed on Twitch in maybe years, but somehow he is nominated over many people. The 3 question marks means WTF. PokerStars is putting forward who they want to make their company look better, and it's a complete slap in the face for the poker industry. Interesting proposition. And do they have an award for DGen of the Year? Vlogger of the Year, Marley Cordero? And they need a 2+2 shit poster of the year. This is funny. This is funny. So there's a 2+2 thread on that. But I like the Twitter a little better because we can see the names behind the faces. So Kmart's in saying, guys, wow, is this going to get me angry? Let's see it. Oh, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Kevin's in saying who should be there. And the thing is, there's an insider guy. So if GPI really wanted to get it right, they'd ask some people in the industry themselves in each category who should be nominated. But it's a huge process. You think about how many people they have on the panel. I think it's like 100 who vote for these things, and they don't know everything that's going on in every different field. So it's understandable they're going to miss some. But if they really wanted to get all the awards right, maybe they do kind of like a private short list and then put it to people who are like really insiders and get second votes. But maybe that would be biases and things could get leaked, and I understand why they don't. Plus they want more people to blow up like this, so it's fine. Got more people who could go in the vloggers list. See, there's like 10 people who could go there, and we got
The guy who's betting who's going to win because they're all Stars pros, and he didn't even read the list. This is really funny thing about social media when people put their opinion and haven't even actually read the content. Very funny. Stream of the year is mostly between Razi. Yes. All in Pav, who killed it. Who kills it every weekend. You guys want to improve your tournament poker game? Watch All in Pav. 100%. I've been watching in the last couple weeks. Dude is incredible. Great educational experience. And Matt building it up. What else we have? Got some people who are a little hurt in the booty about not making the list, which happens, right? If you're like really involved in something and then you don't get in, you don't get noticed, people get really upset. And I've seen this in the past. I'm sure I'll see it in the present and the future as well. So this is, maybe they just did Social Blade and just looked at numbers instead of actually watching the vloggers' videos to see how high the quality of the content was. Was PSPC excluded from this category because PokerStars is a sponsor? Yeah, I thought it was great, but props to KevMath, by the way, who is like the nut dude for keeping people in the loop of what's going on. He just answers every question. How many tweets does this guy have? 112,000. That's a lot of tweet. It's a lot of time on the internet. I know this guy. Bry. Oh, so we got to see... we got to see who nominated after. This was my favorite tweet. Have no shot at winning a second unless you create a category involving websites with popsicles or creative dick memes submitted for your consideration. The internet. Nicely done, BSH. Nicely popsicled. Your Vlogger of the Year category is like coming up with a short list for 2019 NBA Rookie of the Year and nominating Magic Johnson, Wayne Gretzky, Bugs Bunny from Space Jam, and a package of Icy Hot from commercial. Potato Dennis Rodman. Oh, man. Hilarious, Will Sheed. At Cherobi's telling GPI to get with the times. Get up to date, guys. You need to know what's going on. And even Doug said, "Hope I win the award." Actually, can I get that here? If he hasn't tweeted too many times since last, it'd be pretty funny. I do hope I win Best Vlogger for 2018 for my combined 0 vlogs put out. These awards are a total joke. I think that's probably going to hurt his chances of winning a little bit. But clearly, he doesn't care. Boo this man. Boo. Yes. Run Good's happy. They made the cut. So basically, everyone who made the cut is super hyped, and everyone who didn't make the cut is super pissed. Oh, man. Yeah, where is Owen? And I like it, you know? They got the conversation going. And in this thread, we learn about what else could be there for next year. This is why putting like a short list before they go public would be good. Or being willing to adjust the list after would be good. But they just don't give it quite enough time frame. Because so much information comes through the internet when you open the discussion. So... oh, well. So this is what's going on in the thread. And, yeah, some pretty funny stuff here. This pretty much sums it up. Do you even know what a vlog is? So the real controversy at the Global Poker Awards is just, you know, what is this category, Vlogger of the Year? And how did they choose these people? based on my kind of insider info of YouTube and the internet and how it all works, I would guess they just looked at subscriber counts and took the highest subscriber counts. But then still, how did they miss Brad Owen? And then Marley, I don't know. She seems like a funny enough, nice enough girl. And actually, I've watched her vlogs. They're funny. There's just not a lot of them. So I would just think that they went with the highest view counts and highest sub counts. That's how they got. But they still miss Brad Owen. I just don't understand. I don't understand why this isn't YouTuber of the year instead of Vlogger of the year. Maybe they'll add a new category. And the Streamer of the year is kind of funny too. Everything else to me seems pretty legit. It's really just Global Poker Index. Where did you come up with these lists, with these names? We, the people of the internet, want to know. We'll be tweeting at you to find out. Yeah, that's that. What do you guys think about all this? What do you guys think about these nominations and stuff? Seems a little bit shenanigansy. Seems a little bit, dare I say, rigged. But only for streamer. Vlogger of the year is like, Vlogger of the year is just confusing. It's just really confusing. Unless Joe Ingram, Marley, and Andrew Nemi are all about to be signed as PokerStars pros, which I don't think is happening. I don't know what the deal is here. So, yeah, let me know in the chat, guys, what y'all think. And I got 15 minutes. I got 30 minutes before I got to go. So I'll bring you guys up to speed on what's going on with the channel as well. I just need to change the title, I guess. No, I don't. Yeah, and we ran the numbers. We've looked at the competition. Almadin Imsirovic, going to be your winner for Breakout Player of the Year. I'm going to be there to witness it. I got my trip planned to Vegas. Ryan Goodwin, when's the bankroll challenge start, man? Honestly, brother, I've got so much on my plate. It's hard to decide when I'm going to fit it in. I thought that I was going to be, you know, I had like a stream schedule plan and a YouTube schedule plan and all this. I was ready to go. And then I saw these awards. I'm like, right, I need to be there. I need to go there. Then I saw like the tournaments, Run It Up Reno's coming up. And I'm like, I really want to go play that. If I'm locked into a bankroll challenge where I've got to be at home, I'm not necessarily going to be able to make it to those events. So I saw that I need to be more flexible, at least at this stage of the game, because a lot of stuff is happening. A lot of changes are happening. A lot of opportunities are presenting themselves. And I don't want to prevent myself from being able to do any of them. That said, next week, I don't have anything planned other than my webinar on Tuesday night with Jonathan Little. So I may be able to get some streams in next week, Monday through Friday, maybe just do like an hour or two each day, because my schedule will allow that. And I do have bankrolls on 6 different sites. I have $50 on 6 different sites. So if I do, you know, maybe 6 days of streaming before I go off on this trip, which might end up being a long one, I can at least get an intro to each site, a first session on each site, and share some knowledge and some stuff about best ways to build a bankroll. Kind of same thing going on with Charlie. I talked to him about his bankroll challenge. He's recording footage as he can, but since abundance is the top priority for him right now, and he's putting all his heart and soul into the abundance project, he doesn't have time to do like daily bankroll challenges. And the reason he did do daily before was because abundance was on pause. Now that abundance is running, that's what's going on. But he did put up a video on Monday, and he put one up last Monday, and I'm pretty sure his goal is to get one out every Monday at the minimum. So there is some bankroll building advice from the bankroll challenge boss, Mr. Charlie Carroll. Okay, so what else we got going on? Okay, news I want to bring up to speed. Let's get the YouTube up. Let's get the YouTube up. Oh, there's me right now. And I guess I should update my title if I'm gonna do that. Nah, I don't need to update my title. This is fine. Cool. So I got my channel, it's new, Charlie's channel, which is new, and Twitter and Instagram. Just going to give you guys a quick update on my goals and some realizations I've had in the process of having these goals, what the benefits have been and what the non-benefits have been. Did someone tag me? That's new. I don't usually get tagged. Oh, my man Straight Flizzy tagged me. Yo, what up, Straight Fliz? Yo, dope comment, man. This is the kind of stuff that I love, man. You out there hyping me up and getting the word out to your peeps. I appreciate that very much, Straight Flizzy. Thank you. Thank you, brother. And Straight Flizzy says, Evan, it really helps streamline the learning process that you tell us what other poker education resources you co-sign. Yeah, man, that's kind of always been my thing. When I really started getting momentum with the stream and with the YouTube and we built up grips.com, the people helping me with marketing were like, yo, Evan, you got to make courses, you got to write books. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But I'm pretty sure that the courses I can make are not going to be better than the ones that are already out there because there's such good content out there. I'm like, why can't I just recommend their products? They're like, no, business practices, you got to have your own stuff. I'm like, well, okay, I'm not going to do standard business practice because I know which courses have helped me the most, which teachers have helped me the most, and I want to put that information in front of the people who want it rather than trying to like recreate it and like, you know, like make it as my own. There are topics that I do feel I excel at above all other people in the poker industry, but you know, when it comes to tournament play or high stakes cash play, or heads up play or spin and go play or sit and go play, the best content's already available. You just need to know which teachers to go to. So I would way rather point people in the right direction of the best products that are out there instead of making one that's subpar and say, no, you got to get mine because it's mine. And that way, when I do make something that I feel is really one of a kind, really unique and really good, you'll know that it is the best in class because I'm only offering my best. And if it's anything less than my best, if it's a topic that is not my strongest suit, I'm not going to make a course on it. I'll make some free videos on stuff that I feel I'm, you know, reasonably skilled at, but not an expert at. But I'm never going to charge money for something I don't think I'm an expert at. But I will always point you in the right direction of the people who I believe are making the best content and the people who have helped me the most, because that's the fastest way to grow. So in terms of free stuff for building a bankroll at small stakes, Charlie's YouTube is the best for sure. Hit it up. Yo, what's up, Mike? Hope you got my message on Facebook, brother. I'll let you know. Ryan says, glad you're working with Jonathan Little. I use his training site and reading his Mastery No Limit Hold'em book at the end. Enjoy both your content. Awesome, dude. Yeah, we're going to do a webinar on Tuesday night. I think it's at 8 or 8:30 Eastern. I'm not 100% on that, but I'll put a tweet out and an email out notifying you guys about the exact date of time for that. I know it's on Tuesday night next week, Tuesday the 26th. And we're going to be doing a deep dive on position, the power of position, the benefits of position, because that's something that I know a whole lot about. Cool. Evan leaves his ego and emotion at the door when it comes to business and education. Grown man time, makes moves based on logic and reason, not in a rush to just put a whole bunch of content out there. Want to make sure it's good, want to make sure it sticks. Speaking of which, want to give you guys a little insight on the updates of what's happening at the channel. So first thing you'll notice on the channel is that we've updated the new header. There's like one more change coming to this, but I am committing to releasing new videos every Monday at this specific time. So if you want to be the first person to view the videos when they come out, 9 a.m. or like noon Eastern time is when the videos are going to drop every Monday. So that's 9 a.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Greenwich. I don't know what GMT stands for. I think Greenwich Mean Time or something. Like, why can't they just say like United Kingdom time? And 5 p.m. Central European. So this is the schedule. This is locked. This is the bare minimum. There's a good chance I'm going to do 2 videos a week. Another video on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on my energy, how I'm feeling, and my schedule. When I had the original YouTube strategy, I had a plan for 3 videos a week, but I realized that I can't travel, then I can't go play tournaments, then I can't necessarily like work on my game as much as I want to. So I'm going to commit to 1 day a week and then likely have additional content most of the time, but not necessarily every time. So this is the new schedule and this is the new kind of info, because a lot of people come to the channel and don't realize how much content there is. So I wanted to make it front and center that like, yeah, there's over 700 videos that are free. And this is how I've done in tournaments. And this is the benefits of subscribing. So we've got a new header there. You see, we also have the new header on Twitter and we also have the new header on Facebook. So things are looking fresh. We definitely got a facelift, and big thanks to my man, Timus. I'll just show you guys who created the artwork. Timus is my thumbnail designer. So if you ever need some really epic thumbnails for just 10 euros a thumb, this is your guy, Timus GG. Big fan of his work. Awesome guy. He's been one of the best people I've worked with for sure. So thanks to him. He made all this. It's epic. It just looks good, right? How many stars do you guys give this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know in the chat. Okay, so that's the update on Twitter. And I know the numbers aren't important, but it's still kind of fun to go for them. Only 125 followers away from 10,000, which means I think I'll finally get the K in there. And I'm pretty excited about that. So YouTube, what else is happening on YouTube? Also doing some other upgrades. I'm upgrading the... Yo, what up, Vires? You're the one who told me to make these upgrades, and I did, brother. And I got so many more upgrades coming too. Dude, I remember reading your comment that said you want my videos to start hitting 400,000 views. And I said, okay, what do I need to do to make that happen? And I did it, man. I got the green screen. I upgraded the lighting. I upgraded the sound. I'm upgrading the editors. I upgraded the header. Now I'm going to show you the new thumbnails we got going on as well. So these are the original thumbnails. Let's see if I can do a little zoom in here. Yeah. Here are the original thumbnails from the original playlist, which is kind of old school, got some stock images. And now I'm getting these remastered as well. And these are the new thumbnails that we've got going on. So we have 3 critical winning poker concepts, position with Greggy, aggression with Mike Matisow, selection. And it's just, to me, these thumbnails look a lot better. They're a lot more eye-catching. They're a lot more inviting. And I've been told by pretty much everyone that I talk to that the keys to success on YouTube are having good titles, good thumbnails, good content. And so that's what we got here. So more coming soon. But this, I just wanted to show you that we're remastering the thumbnails. That's one of the things I'm working on. What else? What else do we have? In terms of videos, we had all the Alex Fitzgerald series. Those were a big hit, so I'm going to bring back more of those. Next week, I've got another Alex Fitzgerald series coming, and I think in April we're going to have 1 more, maybe 2 from him. So those were a big hit, and I've learned that when you know what your viewers want, you give it to them. So I'm going to give you guys more of those free trainings and less of these where to plays, because they didn't seem to be as popular as the deep free information presentation style videos. Probably also going to cut out the hand reviews because they just don't seem to be anywhere near as popular. And we're really just going to bring back focusing on giving you guys high quality information, just easy to digest info, easily memorable stuff that will help you improve your game and give you something more powerful to think about at the poker table. So that's what's going on with the videos, playlists. Just making playlists, nothing special. We got this new thing, the community tab, which is basically like the Twitter of YouTube. So I'm going to be hanging out here, posting stuff every other day or so. So if you want another place that you can engage with me, the community tab on Gripst is going to be one. And I'd also love, I don't know if you guys can post to it. I think I have to post and you can reply, but I'd really love to get your feedback in this page. There are so many different videos on the channel. And I try my best to keep up with all the comments, but it drives me a little nuts looking through 100 videos. Whereas this is like one concentrated place. So I think for the discussion of the channel, kind of direction, what we're liking, what we're not liking, updates about the team and stuff, what I'm up to, this is probably going to be the place that I post the most of it, is in the community section. So if you want an easy place to engage with me, the community page on my YouTube page is definitely the place to do that. So we'll get it going. And as you guys see, I'm going to listen to the votes. You want highlights from the Grips community? That's the main thing I'm going to be sharing here. Yo, what up, Samoan Gravy? Oh, nice. Just did some Qigong to start the day at 5:55. That is lit, bro. That's the other thing that I'm going to do more of with the less intense schedule, because I find that if I'm on the computer too much, it kind of causes me problems. I'm going to do more time practicing Qigong. Winter's over. Spring is here. The weather's nice. The air is fresh. The sun is out. Want to get out there and I want to practice my Qigong flows. I'm also taking a Qigong course, 2 Qigong courses from Lee Holden. So I'm going to be downloading that information and then practicing it outside. So a little more outside time, because I see that by following all the best principles here on YouTube, best principles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I see just like chilling, hopping on for a stream, hanging out with you guys, is what it's really all about. It's not about numbers. Yeah, I set a goal to get 100,000 subscribers this year. With the pace that I'm going, if you look at the subscriber counts and the view count, wow, this is a big spike. That's cool. Wonder what happened. Probably because I updated my my header, honestly. But I realized that in the past it was about quantity, just like hammer, just like upload videos, stream every day. And like YouTube and Twitch and Amazon finally realized that was literally killing their content creators. And now it's quality. And I realized that the best quality streams are going to be when I'm at my best. And if I'm spending 24/7 at the computer or 24/7 trying to come up with the perfect title for a video or the perfect concept for a video, I'm not really nourishing myself. Whereas if I'm in my flow, spending time with my friends and family, eating well, doing Qigong, exercising, playing a little poker, doing some workouts, seeing some friends, watching some movies, doing all that stuff, then when I come to the stream, like now, I'm going to be at my best and I'm going to give you my best. And I think getting to be here at my best a couple times a week is way better than getting me like near my like 10 or 20% every day. So even if it means I don't hit my like numerical goals, there's someone who commented in the first video this year about goals that they thought I was missing the point by focusing on external stuff instead of internal. And I've now heard it in another place, and I think they're right. The numbers are great to get things in gear. Because I set the number of 100K subscribers, it forced me to be like, what do I need to do to get that? What do I need to learn? And I did tons of learning. And same with Instagram, that I'll show you in a second. As soon as I set the goal of 10K in a year, I learned everything I needed to learn, and boom, I'm on pace to get to 10K in like 2 months. So, but then knowing that it's just a game, it's like, sweet, how can we get more people on YouTube? Awesome. How can we get more people on Instagram? Cool. But the real thing is like, how can we have the strongest community? How can we have the most engagement? How can we be learning the most together and actually getting value from the experience? How can we go beyond the numbers and go with the intangible of how strong is our connection? How well are we improving? How well are we working together? How much are we learning? How much fun are we having together? And those things can't be measured and can't really be set in terms of quantitative goals, which is why I'm kind of just going to shower the quantitative goals. I set the targets earlier, 100K YouTube, $100K, 10K Instagram, and they got me to learn what I needed to learn, and the strategies I needed to do for best practices and all that, consistency and all that. Now that I have that in place, I'm just going to chill out. I'm just going to chill out and do what makes me happy and know that that's going to be enough to, it'll get the numbers, but who cares? It's going to give me the real thing that I want, which is happiness, connection, quality connection, and novel experience and stuff. So I'm going to switch the focus and go back to what I put was number one on the list, which is, love, self-love, love for others, and see what happens with that. I'm going to stop looking at the numbers. I'm going to stop obsessing. I'm going to stop watching the statistics, and I'm just going to live, be free, share when it feels right. Come on and stream when it feels right. Make a video when it feels right. I will hit this minimum every week that I promise you, but I may put some extra content in there, but I'm not going to feel pressured like that if I don't make 3 videos every week, it's the end of the world. Because that's what I was honestly feeling. I was honestly feeling that if I wasn't making 3 videos a week minimum, I was coming up short, and it was stressing me out so much. And you don't want me when I'm stressed out. So that's the kind of revelations with goals. And I think we're going to see some really good results as a result of that change in perspective. We got, please don't get rid of hand histories entirely, especially the tournament reviews. You're my go-to on that. Okay, Chase. I'm doing some single hand history reviews from Cash Games in collaboration with Jonathan Little. So maybe with his blessing, I can post those on the Grips YouTube channel because I'm making them for him, like for hire. He's contracting me to make them, but maybe he'll want me to share them. So maybe we'll get some hand histories there, and they are from Cash Games, they are from tournaments, and they're hands that I'm actually playing. So I have like a full thought process on it. I have a full read on it, and actually they're really fun hands. So they're still in the mix. It's just how we sprinkle them into the YouTube strategy and stuff. Hey, EJ, I like those red shades on stream video. Fire shades, baby. Fire shades. By the way, content I learned from you is just brilliant, bud. Love from India. Love to India. Karthik. Okay. So much appreciation for the kind words in the chat. Much love for you guys. Okay, so that's what's happening on YouTube. And we're doing everything is great on YouTube. I clean this stuff up too, just so it looks a little better. And now I'm happy with how it is. I don't think I need to tweak it again, but I was like obsessively tweaking it. I was up to like 2 a.m. being like, should I put like the Instagram icon on the far left or like in the middle? Or would it be really good if I just put the Instagram like on its own and didn't have any of the other ones? I'm like, what about this Twitch? You know what? Twitch one's got to go. Like, I was getting really nitty gritty on some stuff that probably really doesn't matter that much. So I'm just going to be like, things look good. I'm just going to bring my best self and know that that's enough. And I also saw that while I enjoy posting the videos, the thing I enjoy the most is actually the discussion, the back and forth. So like having conversations in the comments and in the chat here. And I realized the fewer videos that go up, the more easily I can stay on top of everything and stay in the discussion. So if we have 1 video per week, but there's 6 days of back and forth conversation, that might be higher value than 7 videos on 7 different topics, but very scattered conversations. So while the schedule is set for 1 a week and maybe 2, know that I'm going to be active in the comments pretty much every day, because that's what it's all about for me, is that engagement with you guys and that connection with you guys. Okay, so that's YouTube, and gave you guys an update on the playlist. Also, there's been a request on Twitter to actually, let me show you guys. This video, my most watched video of all time, 400K. The audio in this video is really bad. Is it me or is the volume at almost 0? I can't hear what he's saying. This guy sounds a lot like Joker. Where's the thing about a potato? There's something about a potato. Here we go. Yeah, it's bad.
The commercials are 10x the volume. He sits too far away from the mic in a room with no rug. Noticed another video where he moved close to the mic and it sounded great. Potato used his microphone. Potato used his microphone. He recorded this whilst his day job as an airline pilot. And so I'm listening to the community. And I've got the sound remastered for this video. So this video, the most watched video of all time on the channel, I have new audio for it, and I'm going to record a new intro for it as well. So it's a little cooler than this old logo that doesn't exist anymore. And I'm going to re-upload that, I think, April 1st. April 1st. That'll be the first video in April, because like I watched back some of the old videos and the audio is just so bad. I'm like, geez, this is brutal. But the information's so good. So I'm like, what do? Talk to my buddy who's a sound expert. He fixed it up. So I'm just putting the finishing touches, but that's what I'm going to bring back. And if you guys like that, I will do that with the other kind of best of videos from Gripst so that they become that much more watchable and that much more enjoyable, because these are the videos that, I mean, helped me become the best player I could be, helped Charlie become the best player he could be, helped Ali become the best player he could be. And the reason it worked so well is I was uploading these every week. And so every week there was a new concept to think about, but it wasn't overload. It wasn't like 7 new concepts in a week. So if you guys are game, I'm thinking it'd be a great idea to remaster all the best of, not the worst, but the best videos that, you know, had the most impact and made the most difference. And with better audio, better intros, better conversations going on, and really get the most value that way. So that's kind of the current idea I'm playing with, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And then finally we have Instagram, where we started the year with like 600 followers, and yes, this is one of my favorites. I really like this image and this quote. And we're at 5,200. The goal is 10,000. Doesn't really matter what the number is. The main reason I want to get to 10,000 is you get more features when you get to 10,000. You can swipe up on your stories and cool things like that. And I just want to have access to all the features, right? I just want to have the best account I can have. So, you know, the growth is great. 4,600 followers and less than 3 months, and it seems to be growing faster. So I think at this pace we'll have an account with 10K followers by the World Series, which is great. And if it doesn't happen, doesn't really matter. I'm having a lot of fun with this account. I'm sharing, you know, travel pictures, I'm sharing wins, I'm sharing Ali's wins, I'm sharing these quotes that I think they're really fun to make. And they're really fun to put together. So it's just like a very inspiring page to give you the best kind of thoughts, kind of every day, a new idea. And strategy with here has been releasing a new post every single day other than weekends, because I need some time to chill. And the response has been great. And I've really enjoyed what people are saying in the comments as well. So Instagram's just going to keep on gramming. And the goal is going to be hit. So just showing you guys the power of when you set your intentions and you're very firm in them, you have a timeline, and then you get into gear. I got into gear. I said, I want 10K followers by the end of the year. What do I need to do? Learned so much. Probably put 20 hours of study in. Got help for making graphics. Took time to write good captions. Only put up the best pictures. Things like that. And so I'm going to end up getting there twice as fast as I thought I would. But it's because I followed best practices and I just did a lot of them. Same with YouTube. And yeah, and then the poker goal of making 100K, well, I realized for that, since the other two are kind of locked in, for that one to happen, I need to be the best player I can be at the most lucrative time of the year, which is the World Series of Poker. So what I did, after having gone through the Raise Your Edge course and seeing the results of that at Fallsview, I purchased Nick Petrangelo's Winning Poker Tournaments course just last night, I think. No, Monday night. I purchased it on Monday night, and I'm going to start going through it next week after I do my webinar with Jonathan, because I want kind of a
fresh slate. And I'm going to go through that course so that Nick Petrangelo's information is ingrained deeply in me going into the World Series of Poker. Because Ali, prior to his breakout year, told me that the Raise Your Edge course and the Nick Petrangelo Winning Poker Tournaments course were both top shelf. And if I go through those, I'll be set. And then from watching other streamers like Kevin Martin and All in Pav and seeing how hard they're crushing and listening to how well they think about the game and being like, they train with Ben CB, they train with Nick Petrangelo. I said, if I want to be like the best, I got to join what the best and do what they're doing. So I purchased that course and I'm going to be studying that and giving myself enough time to integrate it. A whole month and a half to integrate it. And that way my game is going to be in the best place it can be strategic wise going into the World Series. And also by taking a more calm approach to my work and not working around the clock 24/7, I'm going to have higher levels of energy, higher levels of stamina, better levels of fitness, which are essential for playing the long tournaments. So that is kind of the game plan for myself to reach all the goals that I set out at the start of the year, but also not really worry about them too much. The strategies are in place. Now it's just self-love, self-care, stay focused, stay the course, and watch what happens. Anyway, you could do a podcast-like episode where you sit down with Alex Fitzgerald, some of your other guys, and chat for 20-question game. Yeah, that would be a great idea, man, because that would be easier to make podcasts than the other one. Cool. So I got y'all up to date on my goals, up to date on my game plan, up to date on what you can expect on Instagram, posts Monday to Friday, what you can expect on YouTube, new videos every Monday and some Wednesdays or Thursdays. What you can expect from Charlie, new videos every Monday, and I'm probably going to start helping him with his channel as well, so that he can grow with the team. And you know where I'm going to be hanging out. This community tab here is probably going to replace my Twitter in terms of where I spend most of my time. And you know what I'm doing next week, which is going down to Las Vegas for the Global Poker Awards, where I am going to be watching Ali Almadin Imsirovic winning the award for Breakout Player of the Year. Habs for life. What is the Global Poker Awards controversy? Well, we're going to wrap this stream up in a minute, and the replay will have it right at the beginning. But the main controversy is this category of Vlogger in the Year just makes no sense. And Streamer of the Year was a little confusing too. And then questions. Maury LS. What's the name of the other course? Not Nick Petrangelo's. I'll just show you both of the course I'm doing. So the course I just bought is called Winning Poker Tournaments by Nick Petrangelo. Hold on, is there an ad there? How is this legal? I'll find out about that. So the course is here. Winning Poker Tournaments, Nick Petrangelo, Super High Roller Strategy, all this stuff, $1,000. I think it's going to be worth it. And then the other course is Raise Your Edge. To answer your question, Moriolas, the Tournament Masterclass by Ben CB, Expert Edition. This is the one I got, the Expert class. And I do have a discount code for, I believe it is $150 off this course. So if you want to get the expert class and you want to save $150, just send an email to evan@grips.com and I'll send you the code. I think I also have a code for $70 or $80 off the apprentice class. But given the charts and everything you get, if you're going to spend $7, just spend $11. You're going to upgrade to it anyway, and you'll get so much value from this. It'll pay for itself very quickly. I know, because I did it. So this is the course I went through in January, February, and this is the course I am going to be going through in April, May. And Yeah. Yeah. I'll be doing more traveling. I'll be doing more inspirational quotes. I will be doing more educational videos and try to throw some other stuff in the mix too, as well, which I will keep you guys posted on my Twitter and via email. So next week, Monday, there will be a new video with Alex Fitzgerald and a special guest. Tuesday, I'll be doing a live webinar with Jonathan Little, going deep into the power of position. Wednesday will be another video from Alex and our new team pro, who will be announced then. And Friday, if everything goes well, it's in the works, I have a Twitch highlights video coming together with the best moments from the entire time of streaming home games, high stakes tournaments, and just hella funny stuff as well. So that's hopefully going to be ready for the 29th. So you got 1, 2, 3 videos coming next week, at least one live stream, and maybe more. Tim Nickel, thanks for popping in. Habs for life, thanks for popping in. Vires, thanks for the advice as always. Straight Flizzy, thanks for the hype. More or less, thanks for popping in. And everyone else who watched, thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to go see my psychic massage therapist to get some downloads about what I need to do with my future to make the most of my life and to get some bodily repair so I don't feel the pain from being inactive too much. Because your boy E, he doesn't exercise as much as he should in the wintertime. And what's the way to hack that is, well, you pay for massages and stuff. But now it's spring's here. I'm going to get my Qigong back on, my breath work back on, keep eating good, keep living good, keep being grateful, keep being happy, and all is going to be well. Oh, I guess I forgot. Charlie Carroll's Masterclass is in store now, and my special offer is good until the end of the month. So you got 10 more days. You can pick up on that if you want. You get all of my ebooks for free when you get the Masterclass by Mr. Charlie. Cool. That's going to wrap. I'm a little bit over time, but I had a lot of fun doing this. I had a lot of fun hanging with you guys. If you are just tuning in now and you missed the action, don't worry. The replay will be posted. I'm just going to post the whole thing on YouTube now, and maybe I'll put a highlights up later. But this way, if you're just tuning in, you're like, yo, what happened with the Global Poker Awards? You can find it. The info will be there available right now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. And happy stacking this weekend if you hit the tables. I know that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, until next time, you know what to do. Take what you learned, go out there, and get stacking. And in answer to your question, Tim Nickel, is Charlie Carroll better at poker than me? The answer is a resounding 100%. Yes. Charlie's the guy, man. I mean, yeah, of course. The guy plays super high rollers. The student has become the master, and we're seeing that happen here too with Ali Msirovic. So it's a joy as a teacher to watch my students surpass me and become better players than I am. And now that they're teaching as well, I get to learn from them, and maybe, just maybe, I can become better than them again. Time will tell. Thanks again for watching. Check y'all later. It's been a blast. Peace.